Now, I have a lot to say about this. And I think a lot of us know what's going on here, don't we? We don't want to admit it, do we? Nah, they're just political opponents, aren't they? It's just the evil man and whatever. Now, if we go through history, and I know a lot of you guys have gone through history, there's plenty of history out there. Can we point out a few examples where the left wing took out their opponents, silenced them? Anyone? Anyone remember any of this stuff? Charlie Kirk was murdered today because of words he spoke. People didn't like. And now he's dead. Is there any time in history that you can think of where the lefties in charge took out their opponents because of things they said? Anyone? Bueller? Well, let me see. I can count on one, maybe two hands here. Pol Pot, Mao Zedong, Joseph Stalin, Adolf Hitler. Well, there's a few. We don't like what you have to say, and guess what? We're going to take you out, legal or not. And today, it happened again in front of our eyes. So let's not bullshit ourselves here. We know what happened last June. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, was almost assassinated for the same thing. Now, the problem is the lefties believe, the right wing or conservatives or whatever you want to say, right wing, we kind of believe it's like, yeah, okay. We just want to conserve things. We understand the other side has a different opinion, and that's where we fail. That's where we fail. They don't believe we have a different opinion. They believe we are fucking evil and need to be eliminated in every goddamn communist country, socialist country. The opposition is removed. Think about that. Think about it. Russia, China, Cambodia, Vietnam, Cuba, every goddamn time, it's the same result. Results oriented says, Martin Luther King Jr., do you think it was some random guy? Do you honestly believe it was some random dude? John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy. Do you think it was just some accident? Some crazy person went out and killed the president and his brother and Martin Luther King Jr., the great dude. Do you think it just was random crazy people? Come on now. Come on, boys. You're smarter than that. Come on now. Just Pearly Things with Terrence Popp. I'm just going to listen to this a little bit. Don't be bullshitted by this. This is not a random stranger. Think about it. What do you have to do in the case of Donald Trump or the late Charlie Kirk? Some dude gets up in the morning and he finds a Kirkano rifle or whatever the case may be and just decides to go to Utah and shoot Charlie Kirk. Totally fucking random. There's nothing behind it. There's not some evil new world order. No. Totally and completely random. Are you kidding me? Come on now.
Welcome to the show, Terrence. Thanks for calling in.
How you doing, Pearl? This is not a good day. I'm pretty upset.
Yeah, I'm I'm shocked. I can't even believe it.
I'm not. I knew this was going to happen, and it will happen again.
Really? How did you know it was going to happen? Like, you thought it was going to be Charlie, or did you just think somebody?
No. With the amount of pressure that's being put on by the Trump administration to clean up a lot of the garbage that's been going on for the past 15 years, that and with the media hyping this up, and
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to...
Thank you. We believe things because it's easier to believe than to not believe and look at the traces of all the things that have happened. We all believe it was some Russian communist guy that went to Dallas and had an open shot at the president of the United States. And his brother, Robert Kennedy, just happened to be at a campaign event, and some random dude got up in the morning, got his little gun and went pew pew. Martin Luther King Jr. We're just supposed to believe that. Just random people, right? And now the media is going to tell us we're just supposed to believe that Charlie Kirk, 31-year-old man, 2 kids and a wife, it was just some random dude. Nothing to see here. Move on with your lives. Hey, the new iPhone came out today. Abso-fucking-lutely.
TireRack.com.
basically,
Anyone with half a fucking brain cell knows what's going on here. They're taking out their enemies. Now, whether Charlie Kirk was an enemy, I don't know, but the man's dead. So somebody higher up in the echelons of wherever the fuck these people hang out, having their seance dinners and voodoo and eating people or whatever the fuck they do down at the pizza place. Someone said he's got to go. Do not fucking fool yourself. This is not a random act. This is intentional. Just like Donald Trump, just like the congressman in the park playing baseball. This shit doesn't happen randomly. There's somebody pulling the trigger on it, literally and figuratively. Someone has given the go-ahead, the tacit approval. Yeah, you're right. Let's take them out. Just like the 50 million Chinese under Mao Zedong. How many Russians were taken out because of what they believed? Any idea? Several tens of millions of people. It all seems new to everyone who hasn't followed history.
the media is fanning the flames of hatred and violence. It was just a matter of time before this was going to happen.
So do you think it was a professional hit? Like, what's your take on who do you think did it?
All right, so I watched the footage. It's very
Abso-fucking-lutely it was a professional hit. No question about it. The shooter knew exactly where to aim and where to hit to take this man out. This is not an accident. This is not some bumbling idiot who's a leftist and believes in abortion or some stupid shit. This is from the New World Order. They don't like people saying things against them. And so what do, as leftists always fucking do? They take out their opponents. This is nothing new. Nothing new. Go on.
disturbing. It was not a straight-on hit, in my opinion, because the spinal column was not involved. Usually when a person is shot that high up in the spinal column, you get a ragdoll effect. So it was, it hit him on the side. You could see the copious amounts of blood leaving his body, mainly because...
Just because I love you, Resurgence, and peace be upon you as well. Charlie Kirk was assassinated today in Utah. A single gunman put a bullet in his brain or his spinal cord to kill him. That's what happened. Now, Charlie Kirk is a right-wing rabble-rouser. He's a Nazi. Just ask any of the left, right? Well, no, not really.
you have an artery and a major vein which feeds your brain, which consumes 20% of your energy and majority of the oxygen that you breathe. And as soon as I saw that, I knew he had less than a 5% chance of survival. And I mean, I'm not trying to speak ill or anything. This is just the truth as I see it. You can hear the crack of the round. Now, from the audio that I've heard, because I looked at 3 different clips from 3 different camera angles. In my opinion, it was some type of 5.56 round, which is, military, the AR-15 uses that. Plus there's a lot of other weapons can use it as well. More than likely it was fired from an elevated position. Now, do I think this is a professional? Look, if it was fired if they fired the rifle inside of 300 meters, no, anyone can make that shot. It's incredibly easy to do. The only reason Trump didn't get his clock cleaned is he turned at the right time, just so it hit his ear. It didn't hit him in the face. Because the 5.56 round does, it's a lot of damage. It was designed to wound and create large wound cavities, and that's what it does.
Reverend 20 Piece, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, sir. It is a horrible day in this country, and not obviously because Charlie Kirk is dead now, but now the regime is taking out their enemies. That should scare the living fuck out of everyone. They don't like what he has to say. They take the man out. Don't even give me this shit. Don't even start. Oh, it was just some random fucking crazy person in Utah. Bullshit. Bullshit. So, well, John F. Kennedy, it was the guy, what's his face from there. And conveniently, by the way, did you notice in 1963, after the president was assassinated, wasn't it convenient that somebody assassinated the assassin? I know. Put it all together, connect the dots. It's not that hard. This is not random shit. This is on purpose. That's my take on it. Anyway, let's hear what Popp has to say. Go ahead.
Now, from what I've heard, the shooter is still at large, but there are cameras all over that place. So we'll see what unfolds in their investigation. I've already called my people. I'm waiting on information. I have individuals on the inside that I communicate with on the regular.
Well, how does that happen? Because I know they worked with like what is it called? The it's like the really intense security that Trump uses.
Secret Service.
Like, Secret Service. How did 2 guys, one get shot, one almost get shot in a year, when they have the best security in the whole country?
Every service at Pep Boys comes with real peace of mind. Pep Check, our free auto inspection designed to help keep your car or truck performing at its best. Our technicians check the systems that matter most, from batteries to tires to warning lights, to help you stay ahead of problems before they start. Pep Check is clear, it's detailed, and it's included with every scheduled service. That's the Pep Boys advantage. Trusted, transparent, and always here to help keep you moving.
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management, remote access, help desk and ticketing, smart automations, patching, software deployment, scripting. And the amazing thing is that it does all this while still being easy to use. It's magical. Just this clean, intuitive UI where everything is where it's supposed to be and does what it's meant to do. Sorry, I get emotional. Not to mention, with predictive alerts, you solve real IT issues before they become IT problems.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of how awesome I am at fixing your computer.
And with advanced reporting and analytics, management can finally understand
Yeah,
I'm
that's
the real
enough of that. Go ahead.
I'm going to be honest. I was a sniper in the Army.
I was making soup. So anyway, I'm sorry, Pop. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's well. I'm going to be honest. I was a sniper in the Army, and hitting man-sized targets with a .308 rifle out to 1,000 meters was really not that big of a deal.
Mhm.
And it's really hard to lock down that kind of range, especially he was in a outside event. There was standing buildings within, I believe, 200 or 300 meters from where he was speaking, and to lock that down is really difficult. And yeah, I'm going to be honest that these public speaking events are probably going to have to be moved inside because of this.
Mhm.
Because this is not going to go away. This is going to continue.
That was my question. He just answered it.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
going to continue.
How do you secure a public event like that? Like, is it even possible?
Not really.
No
Okay,
way.
that was my question. Wow.
Oh, that's a good question, Doug. So, who do you think? Like, if you had to speculate, what group do you think it was Democrats that were behind this? Do you think it was like? I was thinking potentially LGBTQ because they're just pretty mentally unstable.
Let's put everything in
Okay, go ahead.
let's put everything in the scope.
Okay.
All right, you have the Democrats are the upper echelon of what's going on. They're the ones who passed the laws and allowed all of this craziness to take place.
Amen.
Right? Then you had BLM, you have the loose gay butt twerking queer community and all of their aspects down there
Mhm.
underneath them that were allowed to flourish, allowed to grow, were given a pass. I mean, let's be honest. If you have trans people in a school grooming children, that's a felony, and it was ignored under the Biden administration. So you have this huge festering craziness that is taking place because I track a lot of these mass shootings, and a lot of them are identified as trans and or are on the left. And now another trick that the left does is when you look at these mass shootings, they put them on the right.
No, Kojin. It was live like a couple hours ago. So I'm live though. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Go on.
They put the responsibility for the alt-right or the crazy right. Look, the right-wing guys, we're not burning down cities. We weren't doing any of the crazy stuff that's going on right now or has taken place in the past.
Yep.
Most of the conservatives, I consider myself center right. I am not a hardcore, right guy. But I go to a lot of the conservative functions and I'm accepted and allowed to speak, and it is what it is. I can't even show my face at one of these left rallies because they're crazy.
Lewis says the whole Western world is messed up right now. Who do you think they're going to go after next? Do you think it's going to be? My thought was actually Crowder or someone like that, like Candace Owens, Crowder, because those are all the big names. Do you think it's going to be more people like that, or they're going to go after other types of conservatives?
Well, whoever's the easiest target, because human beings are lazy. So
Oh.
whoever exposes himself in public the most will probably get the biggest target on their back. That's just the truth of it.
Do you think this is going to change?
Oh yes.
People doing because even me, I don't really want to do public debates anymore. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, it's going to change it's going to change a lot of stuff. Because I'm going to be honest,
No, Polska, it's not live. Except me, I'm live. This was a couple hours ago. How are you doing, Polska? Thank you for calling me the other day at 3 o'clock in the morning. You fuck. I love you, buddy.
This is the beginning of troubling times, and it's going to go on it could go on for quite some time. I don't know how long it's going to take, but yeah, it's gonna wind up in some serious violence. Stand by, I gotta turn my phone off.
And Pearl and Terrence, here's the thing that these lefties don't understand. Their people do public speaking events too. I'm not saying that anyone on the right would do it, but they're setting a precedent. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, you're absolutely correct. And listen,
But I mean, that's the thing, is that, as I said previously in this video, we believe the left is wrong. They believe we are evil. We are Hitlers and whatever. They never mentioned Stalin at all because, you know, Stalin took out like 10x what Hitler did. But the point is, we're always evil and they're always right, and we need to be eliminated because we have a voice. Like Charlie Kirk, right? He said things they didn't like, and what happened? They took him out. Just like they tried with Donald Trump. Just like they did with Kennedy. And the other Kennedy. And Martin Luther King Jr. There's a lot of powerful people that don't want certain things.
Listen, there's a lot of angry young men out there who are pissed off at this. And they're the ones who are the hotheads. And this could turn into a cascade of super craziness. Now, I myself, I don't want to see any violence. I mean, if I can go the rest of my life and not have to drop the hammer on any more human beings, I'll be a happy man. But, you know, that's just the way it goes.
Oh shit! Look at, there is a tweet. Someone said the shooter was found. I'm not seeing that. I don't know.
They supposedly arrested an old guy.
No, that wasn't right.
Yeah, I don't think he was the shooter.
Someone tweeted, Charlie Kirk is coming to my college tomorrow. I really hope someone evaporates him literally. Let's just say something big will happen tomorrow.
Yeah, this is what needs to happen is all of these people who are making tweets like this on Facebook who are condoning this kind of stuff and cheering for it, we need to make them famous so everyone knows who they are. The left has been doing this to us for years. It's time to reverse the roles.
Oh, look at this. There's a video here. This one, I'm seeing as it's coming in. Eyewitnesses recorded someone on the roof where the shots were allegedly fired at Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
If that shot is beyond 300 meters, it's a trained shooter.
Let's see. Let's see what you think here. You can see, right?
I can see it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Pearl Patel posted at 6:21 p.m. A suspect was in custody. Okay.
Yeah, that's Cash Patel with the FBI.
Is that the other one or is there a new one? Well, I'll look in a second.
Right up.
I don't know.
You think he'd already be in place? You would think that. So there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying? Huh. He just ran from over where's my finger? Whoa. From over there, ran in.
Yeah, you know what? If you can go to a Google map and see if you could get an overhead view of that building compared to where Charlie Kirk was standing, you can measure the range pretty easily.
Just real fast, Pro, check the private chat because apparently the FBI director says that the Charlie Kirk's fatal shooting, the subject is in custody.
Okay, let's see.
Style and substance. In the GMC Sierra, or current eligible GMC owners get 20% below MSRP on this Sierra.
All right, FBI director says subject.
I mean, honestly, 20% below, it's still $85,000 for a truck. Well, you saved like $4,000. Thank you.
For Charlie Kirk's fatal shooting is in custody.
Wait.
Oh, that's it. Sorry. Doesn't say anything.
Yeah, well, they don't have the details yet. It's going to take time for that to come out.
Okay.
Like this is like I run Redonkulous.com to keep guys from committing suicide. I am not for anyone getting hurt, killed, or maimed. I really am not. And this just breaks my heart that this happened. Now, in regards to Charlie Kirk, there's a lot of things that he talked about that I don't agree with, but I would have loved to have debated him or at least spoke to him about it, not get violent or do crazy shit to the guy. I mean, I just feel devastated for his wife and kids. I mean, that's just a horrific loss.
I'm not going to name names, but I was told by someone close to Charlie that oh my gosh. I'm not going to name names, but I was told by someone close to Charlie that Charlie thinks Israel will kill him if he turns against them. That's another question.
Well, that is, you know, I'm going to be honest. Mossad has been infiltrating this country at will for 50 years since the beginning of Israel, 60 years. And like, I don't have anything against the Jewish religion or Islam. I'm just sick and tired of paying for it with our blood and treasure. That's it.
Oh, here, this picture, you can see better how far it is. That's there. You can see a little better.
Mm-hmm. Now, what are those? Let's see.
I want to see if there's better pictures on X. That's just what I'm seeing now.
Now, if the shot was beyond 300 meters, more than likely it wasn't a 2.23 or a 5.56 round. It might have been something a little more, like it could have been a 308 or a
308,
6.5 Creedmoor,
Yeah. Yeah.
or a 6.5 PRC, which are very accurate rounds. And you can literally draw pictures with those rounds out to 600 meters. Like you can shoot a smiley face. That's how accurate those things are.
Look how crazy
Hey-hoo.
this is. It says, maybe Charlie Kirk shouldn't have spent years being a hateful, demagogic fascist, and this wouldn't have happened. Maybe he should have taken some personal responsibility.
Well, maybe people who have a different opinion from other people shouldn't be fucking murked. How about that? No, that's not the way the left works, is it? No. We've gone through example after example after example. When you disagree with Joseph Stalin, the chairman of the Communist Party, or the secretary, you get eliminated. There's no trial. There's nothing. Boom. Back of the head. Do you think we're getting to that point? I guess. Sure as hell seems to me, yes.
And what is that person's name? We should mention them and make them famous. They have a blue check. There it is. Yep.
It's just.
You guys know that Charlie's wife and kids were at the event.
Yeah.
That makes it even
Yeah,
worse.
I heard that. Yeah,
awful.
Jesus Christ. Come on now.
Like, if something like that were to happen to me, I'm an older gentleman. My kids are grown. It is what it is. But he was only 31, and he was, he had so many more holidays and Christmases to experience that he's never going to get to see.
And he was just getting started, guys. Charlie Kirk, a guy like him, congressman, senator, something like that. He was on his way. He already had the connections. He had put in a bunch of the work younger in life to set himself up for something great when he was older.
Mm-hmm.
Like awful.
It is. I don't know what to tell you, man. The thing is everyone in that audience probably had a cell phone. And I can tell you right now, the alphabet agencies are probably already contacting all of the major cell carriers in that area. And they're flipping all their numbers. They're going to know everyone who attended or was within a 800-meter radius of that issue that took place with Charlie Kirk. So it's just a matter of time before they run these people down.
Apparently this week, Andrew Tate had somebody show up to his house and stabbed one of his employees too. Apparently the employee got stabbed pretty bad.
Yeah. And here's the thing though, is they don't seem to understand what is going to happen once the general American gets mobilized against them. There will literally be nowhere for them to run or hide.
What do you mean? Can you paint a picture of what you think that'll look like?
Well, if you look at the map of the United States,
Mm-hmm.
you have the lunacy is taking place in basically the Democratic major cities. But surrounding these cities is all Republican territory.
Mm-hmm.
So if this turns into a dynamic two-way rifle range situation where there are two distinct sides, they're already contained.
Well, now I'm getting hungry. Damn it. Smash burger. Right.
They're already contained.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned an interesting point. Reminds me of Stalin eliminating the competitive chorus. Yeah, his most loyal people in Stalin's Russia, USSR. He took them out. because it was competition for his power. I thought it was all about the people there in the socialist countries. No, not at all.
And I was in the special forces. I'm trained in spycraft, tradecraft, all of that crazy stuff. And most of the time, these individuals are probably going to run their mouths, tell somebody, and it's just a matter of time before they get identified and picked up.
Okay, this is the it says it was 140-yard shot.
Anyone can make that shot with a .223 rifle.
I don't understand. I mean,
140 yards. That's a chip shot. Honestly, that's nothing. Anybody could do that. Literally, you guys have probably done it, right? You've had some practice, whatever. Even with a 22, you could go 140 yards. It's nothing. Honestly, it's insane.
how does that happen? I mean, aren't they supposed to check the roofs? Could you explain why it's so difficult to monitor outdoor events? I would think that if you're doing,
and that's why I live outside of the 45-minute zone, MGTOW Cowboy. I mean, Denver, I'm sure, is fine. They got some nice restaurants, but I don't want to live there. What are you talking about? No, thank you.
An event like that, you'd have someone on every roof, for like 100 meters or whatever.
No, you need to have someone on the roof out to 1,000 meters.
Okay, so how does that happen? Do you think someone? Yeah, go ahead.
I think that the question is, how does that not happen? Because once again, Charlie Kirk is not a political appointee. He's not a delegate from a different country. He doesn't have the type of protection that dignitaries and politicians do. So, the fact that this doesn't happen more often. I mean, he sets up a tent on a public college campus.
Yep.
Right, but from what I understand, he worked with really intense security. It's not like Turning Point made a lot of money. It's not like they don't have the money for good security.
Well, the way the security works is this: you have an outer cordon and an inner cordon, and then you have the personal security. Outer cordon, like when the Secret Service does it, they would be on virtually every building, on top of every building that could be seen from where the person is going to be speaking, just so those don't happen. Okay, and that requires a lot of manpower. Charlie Kirk doesn't have that kind of money to employ those kind of people.
Here's another video of a witness says it was
here's another thing is another thing that leads me to a 223 is they were probably aiming for his head and didn't account for the bullet drop. 150 meters, you're going to drop probably anywhere between 3 and 6 inches, depending upon the bullet weight and what have you. So if you're aiming center of the head and it comes down 6 inches and a little bit of windage, you're getting on the side of the neck.
Video Bob Mosley has a video of the person. It was close range.
It was close range?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I don't know how that well, if it was close range, somebody really dropped the ball, and they should have had metal detectors and a choke point so people just can't walk up and get close within shooting distance like that.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what the witness says. Hold on.
I think whoever did it was a good shooter.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I think whoever did it was a good shooter, a sharpshooter. It was one shot right directly to the heart, and we need to find out who did this. I think there should be a research completely done that took place hours, maybe a day before anything went on. Who could be there and pull that trigger and do it? And I don't think it was George Zim. He was poor, broke. He maybe was on medication, a little bit loony boon, maybe a perfect person to pick and say that did it, but I don't think he did it at all.
So at this point, but did you see him taken into custody? Did you see him with any kind of thing in his hand, any device in his hand or anything like that?
Yeah, I saw when they actually put the handcuffs behind his back.
Okay.
I followed them.
All right,
when
we're
they
going to go
took
to
him
Jason
the trooper
Chaffetz.
car.
Okay, and the other one, and then I want to show this too. This is
live by the sword, die by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights. Live by the sword, die by the sword. He did.
What is wrong with these people?
There's the evil, goddamn leftists. What sword did Charlie Kirk wield? What people did he try to take out? No one. He used words that they didn't like. Think about it. She's like, oh, yeah, live by the sword and die by the sword. What sword did he have? And this, people, is who is voting today.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Well, he didn't live by the sword, so what the fuck are you talking about? And the only thing they care about is assassination. That's it. They hate Donald Trump, and they want to murder their babies at will with no consequence. Let's look at that again. Here she is, celebrating the death of a man. Now, if somebody went and, God forbid, shot up this woman and killed her, I would not sit here and say I'm happy about that. I would say that is a horrible fucking thing. That is a horrible thing. I don't care what her beliefs are. She doesn't deserve to be murked. But here we go. The left. They love it when people die. More the better. Just talk to Mao Zedong.
I'm gonna show this.
Go ahead. Yeah.
This is
Live by the sword, die by the sword. He did say that gun deaths were an acceptable side effect of gun rights.
Well, I don't know about that, but okay.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
He had no sword. He was not yielding a sword. He was not attacking the people coming to his audience in Utah at one of the universities there. He didn't do anything of it like that. But here she is, people. This is the face of evil. This is the progeny, so to speak. This is Mao Zedong. This is Joseph Stalin. This is Hitler. I don't like what you have to say, so I'm going to fucking murder you. That's the fucking left. It's not the right. It's not the conservatives. It's the fucking left. Throughout history, it's been the same every goddamn time. If you don't agree with me, we're going to fucking murder you. We're going to put you in a gas chamber and kill you. Think about this. All right, guys, I got to go eat my soup. You guys, I love you. Thank you for coming by. I'm going to bed and having some soup. Take care, and God bless Charlie Kirk and his family. Dear God, what have we come to? What have we come to?